All right, folks, we're back. Let me bring chat up. There we go. So, P, what do you think of the world here? Isn't it gorgeous, though? Thank you for installing the Burning Shores DLC. The Burning Shores DLC features new quests that continue the main storyline and is set in an entirely new area of the map, featuring new characters, machines, weapons, skills, tools, outfits, collectibles, and more. To start, make sure you have completed the main quest Singularity. ALA will then be contacted with the next steps. The new skills are available at any time. Ghost levels will be returned upon reaching the new max level. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. We aren't going to be doing the Burning Shores until after we're done with the main game, so... Oh yeah, there. Like I said, B, there are animals in the game. Here's one right here. I'm gonna shoot it in the ass. But he dropped a purple. Look at that. Forebone. Usually, the animals you need stuff from them to upgrade your like item pouches and whatnot. I don't remember if you can just do that in this game or if it's something that you have to do at a bench.
On me, I can send it to my stash.
In the first game, they didn't have the greatest inventory system, so I was constantly having to throw stuff away. In this game, it just automatically gets sent to your character's like dash, as they call it, but it's like your inventory and whatnot. Kind of nice. How do we get up there? That's it. So if you ever need to determine whether a rock face is climbable, just hit your you go over there and grab that, please? What are you doing? Really want to pick it up. Anyway, you just hit your focus and it'll scan the rock faces, and any of these yellow lines are areas that you can grab onto. Motomi is here. Motomi was here. He may have had to step away for a bit, but he might still be here. Engage Punk. Hello, welcome. How you doing? I don't know if you saw the ending of Devil Survivor, but that last mission was... Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. No, never mind. You were here for that.
This place has seen better days.
I did really good on the second part of the fight, but I was really bad at the first part. Man, they did not keep this tower up at all. I got a skill point. Let's go into our skills. So, I think we could... Skills are required, but it's level 1. I want to get it to level 2. Oh, do we just need to find another concentration boost? This is a passive boost and can be recognized by its circular shape. Skills in this category provide a constant increase to your basic capabilities. Learning passive boosts multiple times also increases their benefit. Outfits and weaves can also improve their effect. Okay, so depletion speed, this is concentration region. Look down. Oh, the next one isn't even till way down there. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to focus on putting points into this tree first, but then we're going to roll the dice, and that dice is going to pick the other tree where we're going to put every third level into, okay? So it'll be 2 points in one tree, and then a third in the next. This is a weapon technique and can be recognized by its pentagonal shape. This skills in this category unlock a powerful new attack for all weapons in their class. Weapon techniques use up weapon stamina, which regenerates over time. Okay. Those are new to this game? Nah, they just built like that. Das or Ray, you're doing good. I see you did see me struggle and it brought you joy. That's super rude. This is why you don't get to go to Camp Drybone. You picked your Litron back up in Pathfinder. You got to the Pia part. I like how it's just called the Pia part, and people are like, oh, "Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about." Turns out the sentient shit wants you to kill a dragon. Personally, you'd side with the dragon, but it does have some loot that you want. Ain't fair. It's nice to show you where you can climb. Yeah, exactly, P. And the first game didn't have that, like, exactly like that. So it was a nice included feature.
The metal reflects the sun. Send a signal? Looks like some kind of lens.
Got the lens. I'm warning. A dome-shaped piece of glass that refracts light. Recovered from a cartridge signal tower northeast of Chainscrape.
I'll keep it for later.
Alright, we got it. Is there a fast way down? Yeah, there it is. Alright, what's it?
I don't think I can get past them.
Oh, look, a metal car.
Guess I should leave it for now.
Can't do anything with this yet. We need to remember this is here, though. Can I mark the map? Unfortunately not. Oh. The metal flowers in this aren't the same in the first game. In the first game, we just had to find them, and then they would form up. Got some crimson bloom. Her hands must have been rough as fuck to survive those weld burns. It's got a lot of calluses.
That must be Chainscrape. Drew said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear too.
I like tinkering.
Let this turn into something tasty.
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior? Wanna come in, Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Your nipples are out.
Open up, guys. Dwarf's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
Even she wants to fuck Aloy.
Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
I like how they still have beer.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Alright, so there's a few things that we can do here in town. I do think we should do some of these side quests. Fuck. The only concern is this game is so large that if I spend all my time doing side quests, it will take a very long time to get through. But I also like the side quests in this game. This is your stash. It can be found in every settlement, as well as in many other locations throughout the world. When you gather items around beyond your carrying capacity, excessive items will be sent to your stash. From here, you can retrieve items individually or restock all your resources by holding square. By upgrading your pouches at the workbench, you can increase your carrying capacity. Nora Legacy Spear. Oh, it's just my Lego, my initial spear. Nora Legacy. Well, I'm definitely going to equip this, just because. We need a new outfit for today. Okay. I can actually just change the look of the gear too. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't realize that was added in this one. I need to upgrade it.
One hammer isn't gonna kill you.
Unless Olvan and his cronies hear about it. Now leave me be. Workbench is free if you...
Shop looks closed.
Yep,
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Short and sweet.
Pick it up.
Alright. So, Hunter Bow. Favored by Nora hunters, this balanced, all-purpose bow is best suited for mid-range combat. It can be upgraded to deal greater damage and deliver acid payloads. Oh, well, that's perfect. Just what we needed. Upgrading in this is pretty simple, although you do need some items that you... It does eventually get ridiculous in the kind of items that you do need to upgrade them, but it's not too bad. May as well just do this one as well. It'll just increase its damage even further, so. Like, we could do this last one, but I don't have a burrower sound shell. You can actually get that by knocking it off the burrowers. I can show you how to tell that later. At least I think that's how you get that one. May as well upgrade our blast sling as well. We can't do this one because we need a bristleback circulator, and we haven't even found any bristlebacks, so this first upgrade just increased its damage. Outfit upgrades. So we could do this. I'm wearing this right now, so I'm gonna upgrade this one. What it does is it grants me bonuses to melee resistance and impact resistance, as well as plasma resistance. Yay! Need another. Sure. Excellent. I already have enough small potions. Can I upgrade any of my pouches? Yes, I can upgrade my bomb satchel. That's it, because I found a boar bone. Perfect. Anyway, the ones that I like to upgrade on this are the potion one, obviously. The hunter arrows are always good because it increases how many arrows you can carry of like almost every type. The resource pouch is also very good to equip because it lets you carry more food and berries. Now, food is something I didn't utilize too much in my first playthrough. I'm going to be trying to do that more. But there we go. And there. Alright, fine. We'll do one upgrade. Here you go. We do have to swap back to that.
Upgrading that gear?
I like upgrading stuff in this though, so. An ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies and see if they are weak to acid. Hitting enemies with acid will build up the corroding state. Once in the state, an enemy's armor takes damage over time and has reduced damage resistance. Shoot acid canisters with acid arrows to detonate them and trigger a large elemental explosion.
This should be useful.
Yeah, the acid arrows are pretty good.
Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Okay. So we're gonna try and pick up some of these quests because like early EXP and whatnot is generally pretty good. I think we should go pick this one up first though because it's the furthest away. Even though it's really not all that far away. But yeah, P, the Oseram, there's a variety of tribes in this game. The Oseram are like, I equate them to dwarves. Not because they're short in stature, but because they, you know, like typical fantasy dwarves, they love mining. They're hardy people, like very physical people. They love to drink. Dwarves also frequently love to drink. Hammers for Hire. Scroll. Partially burnt from front page of an illustrated pamphlet. It's hammering time! Oh no, whatever will the Hammers for Hire do now that Gunnart has lost all their earnings to devious dicers? Another mercenary job, that's what! In this episode, our heroes delve deep into the mysterious tunnel at the edge of the claim, searching for Edelmorin's missing daughter. Inside, they'll find a machine that will give them the fight of their lives. Can they survive the drilling jaws of this ravenous giant? Will they find the missing maiden? Find out in the latest issues of Hammers for Hire, Name Takers and Rock Breakers. Excellent.
But mine will be the death of all of us.
Why's this guy laying down? Trying to flirt with me?
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me. It won't be the last injury if Olvin keeps shoving those tongs into those tunnels.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Olvin probably threatened to cut off our pay.
Vince nipples are out as well.
Worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it?
Injury?
You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvind and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
How come Olvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Olvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
Who's Corvind?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Olvin... his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Olvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Excellent. We got our first side quest. Deep Trouble. Like I said, we will be doing every side quest, but I think the start of the game, it's a good idea to go do a couple of them. The rewards here are, I get +1 Awesome Artificer. I don't know what that is, but we get 2 skill points for doing it, so it's absolutely worth it. Because the skill points are going to make me be able to hide my incompetence a lot better. And I think that's always a great reason to do side quests. Just going up here to hit the save point real quick. I'm also gonna create a manual save, just in case. That's level 50. Thanks, Jeremy. Also, P, as you can see, we have a lot of hates on this channel, but we also have a lot of quotes now. Let's talk to Ulvund.
Do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
This man's name is Javed the Willing.
Oh, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freehold, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast.
You in the car, Jim?
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
Like I said, the Osram, which is what these people are, belong to a group that are kind of like dwarves. That belt there is something that most of them wear because it's just part of their culture. But they're also like blacksmiths, miners, and whatnot. So
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Good point, yeah.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Alright.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is gonna get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
New
Let's
side
see what
quests.
that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Alright. Yeah, I don't like that guy either, P.
Another.
Savior! Over here!
New data point. A complaint from smudged form smudged with ash and filled with angry glyphs. Javad, please help. The product in question maimed me. I filled out the required form below, and I still can't even get a refund from Dela and Boomer. I beg you, give me justice. Complainant. Jordert Guardsman. Product description. Bangbuster, I think? Boombuster? Does it matter? Hey, it's nice to see Bangbust survived as well. I bought it 3 days ago. I know you remember me. Incident description. Again, I just told you I was demonstrating this scorched out hammer to my fellow guardsmen by slamming it on a piece of rock, and instead of booming the rock, it boomed towards me, and now I don't have any eyebrows. Am I surprised? Am I sad? Nobody can tell since I no longer have eyebrows. So, in case you weren't aware, let me tell you, I'm very unhappy, and I want my shards back. Refund denied. Customer was made fully aware of the prototype's volatility at the time of purchase. Proceeded with purchase regardless, proclaiming, I am not a baby. Oh, that sounds weirdly, topical.
Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Ulvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate
Vector.
portions of the Daunt as Ossaram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Ossaram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Ossaram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Ossaram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Anyway, Vector says he'd have been in sooner, but he got distracted with business stuff, or business shit. And then he says, Tengage says, Vector is crushing businesses for fun. Now, I gotta correct you there. Tengage doesn't crush businesses, or Vector doesn't crush businesses. What he does is he graciously offers to buy them out because, you know, he's so famous. And when they refuse, then he just takes them because who's gonna stop him, really? Hey, Milduff.
Hey, Milduff. Milduff. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvund's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvund discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, not trouble.
It's true. Vector stole appeased Dad's brothel of old men.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvund or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Milduff. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude
Let's
sounds
use another
like.
pan, my guy.
Don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Man, could you imagine how twisted this quest would be if instead of using the pan for like what he claims, he just goes and beats Ulvund to death with it when we bring it to him? Oh, I've almost got all the this guy sells potions. I don't care about that. Okay, so I think we got all the side quests available to us right now. Let's see what we got in terms of rewards. So the main quest here will give me 2 skill points. Deep Trouble, 2 skill points, 2... Yeah, so doing all this will just get us 2 skill points. So let's do Deep Trouble first, because it's a slightly lower quest. Although we also have errands. This will give me 1 skill point, and it's easy to do. We already got the Bitter Leaf, and we need 1 more wild meat. Let's do that. Okay. How the fuck do I get out of this area? Okay. Alright, let's head on out. Get out of the way, ass arm worker. Thanks, Sector. That's a good quote. That sounds like the name of an Osserum brothel. The Asserum. Oh, hey, dude. Wow, you are the worst boar ever. This fucking boar just like ran to the side and then stopped. Is that like the Homer Simpson of boars? Took 2 steps and was like, alright, I'm done.
This'll keep. It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Errand took it down? Ground soaked with acid. Did the bristlebacks do this?
Is this another tower? Alright, once we find this question mark here.
There's anything interesting at the top.
Oh yeah, it's another tower. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, guys. Then we got about an hour and a half left to stream, so don't go anywhere.